Hi guys, welcome back to the second episode of this landing page design. So I have already created my file, which is debug. Okay, so just create your file for the landing page normally, So, and obviously I'm sure you know how to do that, or you can as well open your VS Code and create a new text file and save it at wherever you want to save it. Right, so what I'm going to use now is the new way of coding. We are using AI to code. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and create my index.html page, and I'm going to create my CSS page too. Yeah, and I'm going to use my boilerplate code. Yes, this is what I mean. And let me just change the title here. Yeah, so what I'm going to use is Figma, our Figma file that we already designed, and ChatGPT. Okay, so if you have other IDEs, you can use them. I mean, if I say IDEs, I mean Keza, WinSafe, Lovable, any of those you can use them. But what I'm going to use is Figma. Okay, so I'm going to show you how developers, code pixel perfect Figma designs. And yeah, so what I'm going to do right now, I just started with the first prompt. I just made ChatGPT aware of what we are going to do. Okay, what we are actually going to do, but I told you not to code now. Okay, so that is what I did. The next step I'm going to do is to create my background. Okay, so with the background, I'm going to pick up the colors because it's a gradient. Okay, so I'm going to get my linear gradient. I can just take a screenshot, which will be easier and faster. Okay, so let me just take a screenshot right here. Right. Okay, so that AI can get my colors very well. I'm going to paste the screenshot here, and I'm going to write my prompt. Okay. Usually I code in React here because I like using React because of the components. But I think with this one, it will be much better if I do it with inline CSS because yeah, but don't worry, I'll use the external CSS because that's the best practice. So let's just go ahead and use best practice. This is live coding, so yeah, anything is possible. Yeah, what we are going to do is to write out this code ourselves, the main. I like to chisel the code myself. You can as well just copy this one and paste, and you are good to go. So for the sake of speed, let's just copy and paste it here. Okay, so this is main. Okay, this is the main for hero section. That's what it's trying to mean. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy this also for CSS. Okay, this is for the CSS. So let's link the CSS as well. Yeah, let's link the CSS here, and let's enter here and paste our CSS code. Let's save it and open our live server. So it's not loading yet, so let's go and check what is wrong. Yeah, so that is it. It's now here. Okay, it's now here. Sometimes when you do your normal linking, it doesn't just use /. It's like an OP, way of making things work. Yeah. So let's, after we are done with our background, let's go ahead and let's create our hero. Okay, let's create our headline. So I'm going to turn off this player. I'm going to turn off this player. Okay, let me turn off this player and let's create this. What I'm going to do is take a screenshot. I'm going to paste the screenshot here. So I'm going to define the fonts used, the font size, according to my Figma design. Okay, so that is it. This is the font size. Everything here. Okay, I'm going to give everything here to AI. Size, weight is semi-bold, and these are components for, or let's say, the styles for the typography. Okay, so you have to make sure you give everything. The letter spacing should be given as well. And because I'm trying to create two at the time, I have to also indicate the styles for this mini text here, and that is also inter 20. Okay, the size is 20 and regular. Yeah, so that is it. Make sure you define everything. The color as well, you can as well define a color. Okay, maybe you can leave the alignment. It's going to predict that. And let's see, and let's make sure it's aligned at the center of the page. And the reason why I gave AI my important first screenshot is for you to know the alignment of everything. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I have indicated what I want and I'm going to create. Okay, so yeah, AI is going to create my page and it's going to rewrite everything. Okay, it's going to rewrite everything. So all you have to do is to copy everything from this section. Okay, you have to copy from the main. You can as well go here and write your code so that you learn how things work. Okay, so let's say we want to create this section without copying it. What we are going to do is to create a div. Before we will clear this one and we create a div. Okay, we're going to create a div, and we are going inside the div, we are going to give the div a class of hero content. Okay, we are going to give the div a class of hero content. Okay, hero content, and we are going to go ahead and create an h1, which is our heading 1. Okay, yeah, we name it debug and we give it class of headline. and we are going to create a paragraph next. Okay, let's create a paragraph. So you know what we use for paragraph, the p tag, and let's give it a class of sub headline. Okay, that is it. And let's go ahead and copy our text here, and let's paste our text here. Good. So basically this is what we have. Yeah. Right. So let's go ahead and create our styling. Okay, so we've already imported the CSS, but we have to import our fonts. Okay, we have to import our fonts, and we are going to use Google Fonts. So let's go ahead and, this is the code for using Google Fonts. Okay, this is the code for using Google Font. So we are going to go to our CSS, and import our Google Fonts here. So after we are done with our Google Fonts, we are going to copy this hero, okay, this hero section styles. Okay, so you can see we are referencing this hero here. Okay, this is what we are referencing. So make sure you don't do any mistakes. Okay, and it says hero content positioning. Okay, hero content positioning. So let's go back, and we already have our background lenient, and it has added positioning to it. So you can see it has just updated hero content. So let's just replace it. Okay, let's just replace it. That is what it's going to do. Okay, yeah. So after replacing the hero section, let's go ahead and style our hero content itself. Let's copy everything here, and this is our hero content. This is our hero content, right? This is our hero content. Let's start our hero content here. Yeah. So let's see what we have. Okay, so what the CSS has done is place it, slightly below, and we're going to still work on it more. So yeah. So I'm going to work on the headline itself. This is for headline. Okay, let's copy our headline. So the hero content was for the div, and the headline is going to target the debug headline. So let's go ahead and paste our headline CSS here. So as you can see, we don't really need to touch any code. You can just copy and paste. You can also test the code yourself so that you learn faster. And step 5, we are going to style our sub headline. Okay, so sub headline styling down here. Yeah, and that is it. So let's check what we have. Okay, so it has styled it, but not what we want because it's not aligned centrally. Okay, so we can go ahead and tell AI to align it centrally for us so that it fits. Okay, it fits the design perfectly. So I'm going to ask AI to align them horizontally to the center So you have to indicate horizontally so that it doesn't, push it up. Okay. So what it does is it's going to give me a new code. Okay, so I'm just going to replace the hero content with this new code. All right, so there we go. There we go. But unfortunately, it has also aligned the text itself. Okay, it has also aligned this text to the center, which that's not what I want. So let's see the sub headline. Good. So I just wrote some code to change the alignments. So sometimes you can just edit some things yourself. Okay. Yeah. So I align this one to the right. I mean the left here. Okay. So let's go ahead and create our buttons. With the buttons, I'm going to take a screenshot. Let's go ahead and paste our screenshot here. And you can as well give it the reference of the full page. Okay, you can as well give it the reference of the full page, which is not really important. So let's go ahead and copy the styles. So with the dimensions, the width is 162. So I'm going to write my prompt here. So I'm going to indicate my width and height, and I'm going to indicate the gap and also the padding. Okay. So I'm going to screenshot my blur radius properties and I'm going to paste that one also here. I mean the drop shadow effect. So I give prompt for the white button and I'm going to indicate similar prompts for the the ghost button. Okay, so the ghost button has same features, but it will just have slight changes, maybe with a stroke with a width of 1 pxn. That is it. So we are going to create a div, okay, and place it below everything. So let's update our index.html. Inside the main, we are going to put a div here, and the div is going to be a CTA group. And let's go ahead and add this CSS styling. So this is a CTA group. This is for the whole div. Okay, this is for the whole div. As you can see, it does nothing here. Okay, it's not doing anything here. It belongs to the div. So yeah, let's go ahead and start our button. And the placement of the button is at the top, which I don't like, so I'm going to work on it. So now we're going to start our white button, right? White button. Then we go ahead and start our ghost button as well. By the way, you can skip all this process by asking AI to give you all this code in one go, right? So you can just copy your old code there, paste it, and tell it to give it everything in one go. And it's going to do that for you. So the browse player text is actually white, which I want it to be black. So let's see. Yeah, so sometimes you can just go ahead. That is why you have to know how to code, so that you can go ahead and change some few things by yourself. Okay, let's just copy, make it proper black, and change a few things by yourself. You don't have to write everything or let AI code everything for you. So we need to bring this down here. So what I like to do, if I want to make some big changes, like bring this button, okay, bring this down here, is I'm going to copy every code, okay, all the code here. I'm going to copy everything and paste it here, right? Yes, and I'm going to also give it a screenshot so that it knows our current status. And I'm going to paste the screenshot also here in the code, and I'm going to add my prompt. So let's just go gradual. Okay, so I've given it my updates and I've updated the code base so that AI knows where to go with our CSS. Okay, and we're going to ask it to, bring this CTA down. So it doesn't change anything, okay, in our HTML, but of course you can just replace what is there. You can replace what is there and paste the new one here. It's still the same thing. Okay, and let's go ahead and copy the CSS. Yeah, and we have it here, but yeah, we still have a problem, which is it's centrally aligned, which I don't want it to be centrally aligned. So what I'm going to do with this alignment is I'm going to go to my CSS and tie it down. Okay, I'm going to use a margin button to 0. Okay, let me tie it down. Let's see. So yeah, margin 0 means there's literally no spacing. Okay, so let's go ahead and proceed with the rest of our design and see how it works. So what I'm going to do next is to create this beautiful I'm going to create this image, put it in the background. So I'm going to copy this image, right, and I'm going to paste it in my root folder. So let's go ahead and create a folder here called images. I'm going to rename it, okay, so that it becomes simple. Okay, so the extension is .png, which is already here. So here I'm going to go back to my VS Code and let's go to Figma. Let's take a screenshot of what we want to do. And let's go to AI and paste the screenshot here. I want to be precise, so I'm going to copy the name of how I saved the image, and I'm going to here ChatGPT and I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to tell it to build this background image. I'm asking it to build this background image, and I have also referenced the image and the images folder and the name of the image. Okay, so it's going to go ahead and give me a straightforward CSS. Right, so I'm going to copy the CSS. I'm going to go to my VS Code and right below the body, I'm going to paste this here. Don't forget, it's already referencing it here as we did. So this is our image here. Okay, this is our image. So it's going to be referenced. You can see the image is behind as we want it. So I am going to work on the alignment of the depot text and this container as a whole, because I want it a bit down. So let's go back, let's go into the CSS. And let me check what it is. Okay, so it is the main hero section and hero content also. So let's try hero content. So I'm going to use margin button here, and I'm going to collapse the margin. So if you don't know about margin collapsing, then you are missing our CSS courses. So just kindly go and look for the CSS course. So you can see what happened, right? When we collapse the margin, it went down. So let me give it 60. Yeah, you see it's taking it down. Yes, and that is what we have here in our Figma design file. So let's expand it and see. Okay, so I need to go and rotate or flip this image very horizontally. Okay, so let's say I don't know what to do about it, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT to sort it out for me. So I'm saying the image is facing the wrong direction. Yes, we are going to flip it horizontally, and mind you, if your grammar or your mistakes are in your typing, it's still going to figure it out for you. Yeah. So let's go and copy this to the hero section. This is the hero section. So I'm going to copy everything here, and I'm going to paste the new one, and let's see. Good. So done. Okay, done. So we need to also push it a little bit down. Okay, and let's go and see if we can use our margin property to push it down. Yeah. Okay, so you can see it's coming down, but we need to push it further. And what we are going to do is also push the top a little. All right, so you can see this is CSS styling, and 100px. I'm giving margin gaps here at the top. So as I said, if you don't understand any of this, that means you are missing our CSS crash courses. So you have to go back and catch up. So I'm going to maintain it 100px. Let me see. Yeah, to be a good designer, you have to get good eyes as well. So I think this is okay. Let's go ahead, and I need to push this image, this text further down. Oh, okay, this is it. I have to reduce the size as well. Okay. So I am going to reduce the font size of my text. Okay, I want to get pixel perfect design. Okay, so I'm working on every detail, and I'm going to reduce the font size. So let's get a visual of what I'm going to do. Good. So you can see they are shrinking, right? Yeah. And this is all done by just prompting. Okay, describe in plain English what you want. And I'm going to work on my button. This is my button. Okay, let's see it visually. me copy this and let's paste it here. All right, so you can see it also shrinks. So let's zoom in out. Okay. All right. Yeah. And I'm going to try and do some manual adjustments to it. I'm going to use the dev tool. Okay, headline h1. Okay, this is headline h1. So let's find the headline h1 in our CSS. So this is the margin button. Yeah, let's close it. So you can see the gap has closed. This is our final end product. Okay, so I did a little bit of tweaking here and there, okay, just to make sure it is pixel perfect. I worked on some of the heights and max width. Okay, so I worked and shrink the max width and the sizes of these elements, okay, so that it's at least gets closer pixel perfect with our original design. So yeah, you can also do that. Chat with ChatGPT and get the desired results that you want. Okay, pixel perfect. Just explain everything in plain English. So we are going to go ahead and paste or export our logo here. We are going to export the logo as an SVG. Okay. So I'm going to take a screenshot of the whole image, paste it in, and give it my prompt. And just as we did with the earlier ones, which is the background image, we will go to the folder, and this is the SVG here. We are going to just tell AI that he should check this debug folder and go to images folder, and you'll find logo. Okay, and the file extension is an SVG. Okay, Microsoft HTML document. Right, so you have to make sure you give it everything so that it becomes specific as possible. All right, so this is our nav bar that we are going to work on with our SVG logo. So let's go ahead and paste our header in our HTML file. So we are going to paste it just below the body. And this is the CSS we are going to use for it. Right. So this is what we got. Okay, this is what we got. You can as well tweak it. Okay, so that is why it's always good to understand code so that you can, tweak little things by yourself. So let's say I want to make the logo bigger than the alpha wave text. Okay, so let's go back to CSS. ChatGPT. Let's paste our screenshot here and text plain English. All right, so as we have done it, you can see here, all we have to do is replace the link. Okay, because it's a link, because all the logos usually point to your home page. so you can also do the linking later. All right, and right now it's left with this. I want to see, we are going to mimic or get this glass effect cleanly. Okay, let's zoom in. It's a glass effect, so yeah, let's go ahead and get this done. Let's paste it, and we are going to tell so this are nav links, and we're going to make sure we replicate the glass effects. So we are going to copy the nav, paste in our new nav, and yeah, we are going to copy our glass nav, copy everything here, and go to our CSS. I'm going to use it to replace this one. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can see AI is not always perfect, right? Let me see what I'm doing. So I'm going to paste in all the code, right? And I'm going to reprompt it to make the right decisions. So I'm going to tell it to rewrite the full code for me. So yeah, this is another way of working so that you get it faster. Okay, this is 2026. This is how we code now. Okay, if you cannot purchase IDEs like Kessa or Cloud Code, this is, let's say, a less or cost efficient way that you can go about coding with AI. So yeah, this is all the CSS. I'm going to copy everything and paste everything here. And let me refresh. So I'm going to paste the HTML here so that we fix everything. So this is how we debug and troubleshoot when we are facing errors. So once again, I'm going to reference it. I'm going to give it the reference image. I'm going to give it the reference image to make sure it guides it very well. And if it's not able to deliver, we can just go in and tweak the margins here to position them well. But yeah, let's hope AI is going to deliver. So I asked it to give me CSS. Okay, HTML, full HTML and CSS. So we got HTML here and we got CSS here. So this is uncensored, no cutting and all that. This is raw live coding, and we have our results here. You can see beautiful glass nav bar. So this is how we code with AI in 2026. Kindly like and subscribe. All right, so from this side we are going to WordPress, and I'm going to also build this page with WordPress. I think with this idea you can go ahead and finish it up. Okay, that's going to be your assignment. Finish it up with this positioning and 2026 date, and I'm going to give link to these files, okay, in the Telegram channel. So make sure you join the Telegram or WhatsApp channel, and you're going to find all the files in the channel.